Hi, it's me again. I thought we were going to be able to do some videos sort of outside on the bikes and things, but the weather's been a bit crap, so that hasn't happened. So I just thought I'd do a short video of how telling people how I was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease. I suffered with trouble with my shoulder and my right arm. I couldn't even lift a mobile phone. Backwards and forwards to the doctors for 2 years. Various muscular things. Oh, you got frozen shoulder. You got this, that, and the other. And then sort of coming to the end of my tether, really, not really knowing what was wrong. Only knowing that I was getting worse. It felt like there was sort of ants crawling all over me and things like that. And I actually made an appointment and had to see a different doctor. And she said to me, I don't think this is muscular, I think this could be neurological. You need to see a neurologist. But I can't book you in because you're going to have a 6 to 9 month waiting list unless you go private. So my husband sort of said, sod it, let's go private. We went private, and within a week I've seen a neurologist. I think he suspected multiple sclerosis to start with because he sent me off for all the tests for that, which came back negative. But in between that time, I'd had coffee with a friend of mine, Maggie. Love you, Maggie. And she had actually said to me, do you think there's a chance you could have Parkinson's disease? And I was like, what makes you think that? Because as with most people, I thought it was something that happened to older people. And it was just sort of a shaky, disease. And at the time, I didn't have anything like that. So I sort of went, nah, I don't think so. And I said, what makes you say that? And she said, well, because when we walk, when we go for a walk or anything with the dogs, you don't swing your arm. And I hadn't noticed it, but I don't swing my right arm. So when I went and saw the neurologist the next time, I actually mentioned it, and he sort of said to me, well, what makes you say that? And I said, well, my friend says I don't swing my arm when I walk, and my husband had noticed it as well, but it just freaked him out a bit. So he used to make me put my hands in my pocket because it freaked him out. He just said, it just freaked me out. So I just told you to put your hands in your pocket. Didn't care about my hands being cold. Just freaked him out a bit. So the only way to really make sure, he said, the neurologist, was to send me off to Addenbrooke's for a DAT scan, which is what happened. And 6 weeks later, on what would have been my dad's birthday, because my dad passed away 20 years ago, not from Parkinson's or anything related to it, I was formally diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, early onset Parkinson's disease at 46. In a way, it was a relief to know. In another way, it was scary because I really didn't know anything about it. And I had to read up a lot information. Within 2 weeks of being diagnosed, I was put onto Cinemet, the dopamine. And in the nearly 4 years since I've been diagnosed, I'm now taking 16 tablets a day, various different tablets, which I take in 3-hourly intervals. My nice little docket here, which include Cinemet Plus, Risagaline, clonazepam, pramipexole, lovely, wonderful things that help me function. But you kind of feel like you're living your life in 3-hourly chunks because after 3 hours it's starting to wear off, and it's time for your next dose. Anyway, that's how I was diagnosed. Don't want it to be miserable because it's not. It was a positive thing for me because I finally knew what was going on and we could deal with it. Okay, hopefully the next video will be outside. Maybe there'll be bikes involved or something like that, hopefully, if the weather gets better. If not, it will be some crappy Christmas video. Okay, thanks. See you soon. Bye.